If you're looking to create, grow, and sustain your wealth, download and subscribe to the Pain Points of Wealth podcast at BeBullish.com with Bob, Ryan, and Chris Payne. It's your podcast for market insights, money tips, and real talk on the economy. Download and subscribe at BeBullish.com.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Thune, do you run a risk of being on the wrong side of President Trump in your resistance to do this talking filibuster, tying the Senate in knots for weeks?
We don't have the votes either to proceed, get on a talking filibuster, nor to sustain one if we got on it. But that is just a function of math. And there isn't anything I can do about that. I mean, I understand the President's got a passion to see this issue addressed, as we all do.
Does he understand that, though?
Well, we've conveyed that to him, but we will continue to make that argument because I think it's important that everybody understand that this really is about the votes. It's about the math. And I'm for better or worse, I'm the one who has to be the clear-eyed realist about what we can achieve here. And so we'll continue to convey that. And I think that we're going to have the fight on the floor. We're going to vote on this. We're going to put it up, and we'll give the Democrats the opportunity to cast their vote on whether or not they think non-citizens ought to vote in American elections. And so that debate will happen. But like I said, I can guarantee the debate. I can guarantee a vote. I just can't guarantee an outcome.
We don't have the votes. We just don't have the votes. We look, I have to be the cleary-eyed realist here. I know 80% of the American people want it. The people, even Democrats want it. And you know, the black people that they say can't get ID, most of them want it too. And the married women that they say won't be able to vote, they want it. Everybody wants it, but we don't have the votes. I have to be the cleary-eyed realist. I have to tell you no, because we got some Democrats here, and I don't like fighting the Democrats. You know, we don't like fighting Democrats. You know, we like for them to just tell us to bend over and take it, and we like taking it because that's who we are. We don't have the votes. We can't come up with votes. Welcome, my friends, to the Wednesday edition of Boast Nerdly's Rush Hour Fastest Hour in American Media. That was Senate Majority Leader, hard to believe he's in the majority, John Thune, with, you don't have the votes. Take the SAVE Act and shove it up your, you know what, shove it up there. Because we don't have the votes for it. You know, Democrats don't want us to do it, and we don't have the votes. All people are saying is try. They won't even try the filibuster because it would cause too much. It would cause too much conflict and too much chaos on the Senate floor. And you know, we have people like Susan Collins. If we had this thing and people start adding amendments to, they might force Susan Collins to take difficult votes. And we don't want that. We don't want Susan Collins to have to face difficult votes. These people in the United States Senate, they are sickening. Sickening. And people on the Republican side are tired of hearing the excuses. Find a way to get it done. And if you have Republicans that don't want to play ball, then play hardball with them. If you have to get rid of the filibuster in order to do it, then get rid of the filibuster. If you have to try to do a talking filibuster, then at least make the attempt. Don't come out with your tail between your legs already before the fight's even started, giving up on the fight. Carlos said it. He said, listen, this guy sounds like he has a loser mentality. That's what he sounds like. And that's because that is exactly what they have. Democrats will fight to high heaven for anything. They'll fight when the fight doesn't even seem possible. And then they'll fight some more. This guy walks out ready to give up. Somebody has to be the real cleary-eyed realist here and just tell the American people to go shove it up there, to just F off. Just tell the American people, so what? We got Democrats in the Senate here that don't want it. And so we're going to just do everything that we can to just bend over, grab our ankles, and let the Democrats do it to us one more time because that's what they do and because we like it. It's ridiculous. Meanwhile, in the House, there's your SAVE Act. While we're on the SAVE Act, before we get off it, let me just play a few things for you here. Chuck U. Schumer. Cut 2. Listen to this from Chuck U. Schumer.
Yes, but their bill isn't voter ID, number one. It is about voter registration. It allows ICE to kick tens of millions of people off the rolls, and they don't tell them until Election Day, and you show up and you say, you're not registered anymore. You're not registered here. You're not on the rolls.
So according to Chuck U. Schumer, and this, by the way, should come as a surprise for everybody because I didn't think we knew this. ICE suddenly will be the enforcement mechanism of elections. According to Chuck U. Schumer, it will allow ICE to kick off tens of billions of people off of the voter rolls. Quick question from the staff and from the onlookers. We have onlookers in the studio. One is in training here to become a member of the staff. Hello, onlooker. How many people do you think are on the voting rolls of the United? Just a guess. I'm not even asking you to be anywhere near accurate. How many? Well, let me just ask you this question. It's an Ebonic question, which is why I'm axing it. Philip is there too. Philip, let's start with you. About how many Americans are there in America, Philip?
I would say probably like 70, 80, 100 billion people. Probably like
100 billion people.
700, maybe 800 billion people.
700 billion people, 800 billion people.
Point, yeah.
Somewhere around there, okay. Onlooker, you got to come close to the mic. You have to speak. Hello, onlooker.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hi. Onlooker, yes. How many people are in the United States of America?
I say 30 million.
30 million?
Yes.
You way low.
Not way low?
You way low, boy. I'm going to have to send you to political retraining school or something.
Never was good with numbers.
Okay, well, that's okay. That didn't mean to embarrass you, onlooker. We haven't used your name. You're all right. Nobody going to talk to you tonight. You're not going to go home tonight and go say, 30 million? Boy, where were you in civics class? Carlos, how many Americans are there?
I'm not from here. I have no idea.
Don't try to come up with a disclaimer first. First thing out of his mouth, I'm not from here. How are you asking me these questions? I'm not from here. I only come here and take your money. And then I go back home. I'm not from here. Just saying.
I do it legally, though. Anyways, he said 30. You said no. He said something stupid.
He didn't say something stupid. He said what? He said a few 100 billion.
I say 100 million.
You way low, too. I ain't going to call you boy because I don't want no static. In case you ain't from here, but yeah, you know how things work. I said call you boy, all of a sudden NAA, LCP, everybody else going to be talking about, he called a black man boy. Get him fired. But he a black man. Don't make no difference. Fire him. All right, here's the deal. There are roughly 340 some odd million Americans here in America, or peoples in America. Because that 345 million includes about 30 million people that shouldn't be here. There's illegals mixed in that number. About 30 million of them, 11 million of them came in when Joe Biden and Kamala Harris was president. A third of the illegal population arrived here in the years that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were running the show.
If you're looking to create, grow, and sustain your wealth, download and subscribe to the Pain Points of Wealth podcast at BeBullish.com with Bob, Ryan, and Chris Payne. It's your podcast for market insights, money tips, and real talk on the economy.
Download and subscribe
at BeBullish.com.